how to get big balls in After the Flash Mirage.
Oh yeah, they changed the prices on the gifts. Cool, yes, give me all these right now. Give me the 35. How much is the next one? 99. Okay. Okay. Okay, 20. Box review, gentlemen! The Golden Atom Kick is a atom kick with a new model for it. Now, the atom kick itself is just, it's an atom kick. It's got a new model, obviously, like I just said, different from every other atom kick in the game. What's unique about it, though, is that you run at the same pace as a horse, fully running just by drinking it. So, Chad might want to fix that. I'd imagine that's a glitch and you're not supposed to become fucking Sonic Chew whenever you drink from it, but sure. Leechers might use it for more immersion, but outside of that, it's a glitch, and it's just an atom kick at the end of the day. It's a fine item. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Superheated Dagger. Now, the Superheated Dagger, as you could guess by the name, is a dagger that is superheated. Now, the Superheated Dagger is unique from the Superheated Spear because it only actually becomes superheated when you equip it. The spear just was always on. So that makes sense that people aren't burning themselves. I'd assume that the spear does the same ideally, unless, obviously you left it on the ceiling. But yeah, overall the model of the Superheated Dagger is pretty good. It's a sharp blade. I like it. I'm definitely going to use it a lot. Definitely going to be one of my more used knives in comparison to most other things relating to blades. One thing to point out is that the blade itself actually has a texture on it when it's not superheated on your waist, so that's cool. Outside of that, though, solid item. I definitely like it. On to the next one. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the dual drum guns. Now, the dual drum guns are essentially just two drum guns. A drum gun being a SMG with a drum magazine built in. Technically, it's its own specific gun, but, this is a classic in the era of Bikini Bottom Mafia. Dukesy apparently said that these are 40 caliber. I have no idea if that's true or not. I'm not an LPM, he's not an LPM, so take that with a grain of salt if you will. Solid item, I like it, although using both of these at once and emptying out an entire mag would probably rip your hand off, but sure, why not? Solid item. Classic Mafia type stuff. Probably shouldn't use both of these at once, but yeah, good item. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Superheated Axe. Now, the Superheated Axe is a axe that is superheated, as you can imagine. Now, this is the same as the Superheated Dagger and the Spear, in the sense that it only flicks on whenever you turn it on by equipping it. But, obviously in an axe. So, this is the first axe since, I believe, Christmas 2018. So, I'm definitely glad that we have another axe, because I didn't have an axe. Most people didn't have an axe, because I didn't start playing it until 2019. As unfortunate as it is. But, yeah, now people have an axe, and I have an axe, and you have an axe, and we all have axes, and, yeah, everybody gets an axe now who bought this, and if you didn't buy an axe, well, you're not part of the axe gang. Comment down below, let me know if you have an axe. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Tactical Desert Eagle. Now, the Tactical Desert Eagle is just a Desert Eagle, but with a flashlight and a laser built in. It's also black. So, probably one of my favorite guns, at least in terms of black pistols. It's probably up there with the suppressed SSC-40. I know a lot of people who like the original Desert Eagle, and I'm sure that a lot of those people will like this just as much as me. So, yeah, solid gun. I like it, like I've expressed. And, yeah, on the next one. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at whatever the fuck the Viper X is. Now, the Viper X appears to be a sniper with a thermal scope, with two flashlights built into the thermal scope, along with either laser or a rangefinder at the top. I think that's a rangefinder, I don't know. And then there is a bipod. Now, thank you for pointing out that the Mar 5's bipod was a bipod. I called it a bayonet because I thought it was a bayonet and not a bipod. I even said that it might be a bipod, but no, it is a bipod, not a bayonet. Thank you for calling me out for that. Yeah, it's a bipod. It's got a bipod. It is a sniper, and not a assault rifle or shotgun or whatever the fuck I was calling the Mar 5. It's definitely a sniper. It has a scope, and it's a thermal scope, and it's yeah, you get the gist of it, okay? It's a sniper. Yeah. Does it need approval? Probably. Is it good? I mean, I guess,
12 seconds later.
I also had another stroke.
Anyway, so I would normally end the video here, but, they released another box while I was editing this. So, yeah, let's, Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Antec base. Now, the Antec base is essentially just a laser pistol. It reminds me of the plasma pistol from Rain, but it uses a battery as ammunition instead of, I don't know, plasma. So that's pretty standard for a laser weapon, I'd imagine. But what is unique about it is that it is so easily moddable. If you look down underneath its barrel, you can see a clear slot for attachments that is used for attaching things. So what you can do with this is actually you can slide probably like a laser or a flashlight or whatever on it, but also a like kind of like the micro-roni. You do something similar with the micro-roni, but basically you can just slide a gun like shell modification to it, and it will, you know, click in, and boom, you got yourself what is essentially a rifle, or like an SMG, but a pistol. So yeah, it's relatively cool. I like it. Don't see why you wouldn't use the enhanced, but next up we're going to be taking a look at the smoke launcher. Now the smoker, as you could guess, is a grenade launcher that shoots smoke bombs. I'd imagine you could probably modify this to shoot pipe bombs, so I'm unsure if it requires approval or not. But if it doesn't, that's certainly going to be a doozy. Outside of that, it's a smoke launcher. It functions the exact same as a grenade launcher, only with smoke bombs. So if you want to use this, be my guest. I don't know. This might be useful in some situations. Probably not. It might be, but I don't really feel like giving up a slot to it is that important. It's definitely a solid item, and a unique one at that, because, again, the only other time that we've had one of these is for Christmas 2018. I'm beginning to notice a pattern here, but outside of that, it's a solid item. I might use it, might not, who knows? We'll see. Who I do know will use it, though, will probably be plenty of OOC trolls or alt accounts and, you know, just generally disruptive players. So, yeah, this is gonna be messy, I'd imagine, considering it has a much higher fire rate than the throwable smoke grenade from Valentine's Day boxes. Anyway, other than that, solid item, definitely gonna be abused. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Focused Antec. Now, the Focused Antec is a variant of the Antec that is a primary, so that's a bit weird, but sure. Basically, so you know the micro-roni. That's what this reminds me of. Basically, it's a pistol, or you take a pistol, any pistol, whether it be like a 9mm or whatever, and you slide it into a attachment almost for a pistol. And that's what this is. So that's what the plug-esque object on the Antec was. It's not actually to charge, it's to slide into this. So I'd imagine this just allows it to burn easier, or like become hotter, whilst also being more accurate. So yeah, that's probably what this does to it if I had to guess. I could be wrong there. Again, I'm not an LPM, but yeah, that's what I'd imagine it does. Good gun, I guess. It's unique in the sense that it's a plasma rifle, almost, and yeah, pretty good. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the final item of this box, or boxes, rather, the Interpolator. It's a double-barrel laser rifle. Do you just shoot 2 lasers at once? Is it a superheated double barrel? I don't know. Huh? What is this? I don't know. I'm gonna need some, I feel like it's just 2 laser rifles, but it only shoots twice, so I think that it might be, I don't know, man. You tell me. You tell me what this is. You could probably use it as both. Why? Whatever, man. Okay, it's a good item. It looks cool. It's just so good that I'm confused. I don't know if it's a good item, like, generally, but whatever. Sure. Let's. Yes. Thank you, Chad. Howdy there, gamers. Welcome to the end of this. Yeah, so, anyway, you know how most of the items out of these boxes are superheated or laser or whatever? Yeah, so, Rad C, you remember them? Yeah, they were really fucking weak to fire. So, Rad C return? I mean, hey, it's not impossible. Apparently Nero has been hanging around the old biomass, and, apparently Gene did a host in Mirage relating to mutants fucking around with the GCSA, and, you know, GCSA did cause Red C. So, listen, man, I'm just saying nothing's impossible, alright? Anyway, thanks for watching. Comment down below, share the friends, buy a shirt, whatever you do. Unless you don't want to. I'm not a blighted moose. Sure. Okay, bye.